Hey everyone, Sebastian here. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin price roller coaster, infrastructure bill bad for crypto, and we have a little bit of news on El Salvador and Bank of America's report. So let's get into the charts and we'll go from there. So here's Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. We're looking at the last 24, 36 hours or so on it. We had a nice pull up on Saturday, and then we kind of went sideways, up a little bit, and then down over the last 12 hours or so, 12, 16 hours. So what I'm looking at here is on Bitcoin, we're trading right now at 39,565, but we still are going up higher in price while the RSI is continuing to go down. So I think we're in a good position here right now. I think we're going to be able to go up from this, but there is obviously some concern with the infrastructure bill that is still yet to pass, so we'll see if that passes, and there's some language in there we need to talk about. Bitcoin shorts were at it again, obviously, when this was all going on. They had a nice spike in price. If we look at it here, they went up almost 38%, 37% from the lows from yesterday, so huge increase in the amount of shorts over 24 hours, but they're kind of heading back down towards, they're up 30% from right around yesterday. So that's normal to see when the price action is doing this. So let's take a look at Doge. Doge, same thing. In the last 2 days, cracked up, fell down like Bitcoin. Everything follows Bitcoin. Stellar, same thing. On the charts here, we're seeing an uptrend here, but I don't see that much of a divergence on the RSI. It's not going down as much as I would have liked. So it's RSI is trading sideways. This is going up. Still a good sign, though, I think. Litecoin, you can see a clear path up. Let's take a look at it here. Let's see here. Let's pick a time. We're going up here, and then from here to here, we're pretty much heading steady. We're linear right now. This is Sia coin, Cardano, same thing. I mean, everything's kind of trading sideways right now. Went up, it went down. It's at $1.32 right now. No clear market direction as far as where things are heading. Ethereum had a nice bounce. We've been going up here. Let's take a look at it from the 30th. Let's draw a nice line. I mean, we had a nice spike in price. Let's see on the RSI how we're doing. On the RSI, we're going up a little bit, so it's still not bad. I would have liked to see the RSI come down a little bit more, giving it a little bit more fuel for it to go up higher in the future, but this is good. We're still heading up higher. That's fine. I talked about Hive over the weekend on Saturday about it being possibly way undervalued, I think. So here's a 4-hour chart on that. We got the pre-market hours on it. It's at 265 pre-market. It was almost $3 after market hours on Friday. So we'll see where it opens up and where it closes today. I'm hoping that it's going to go over $3. I think that would be a good sign. That means people are noticing that this is way undervalued. Okay, so let's get into the news here. So we got a couple of things to talk about. Obviously, the concern over the infrastructure bill, and then just a real quick article on Bank of America's report on El Salvador accepting Bitcoin. So Decrypt posted this article. Bitcoin slips below 40,000 amid concerns over U.S. infrastructure bill. A small clause in the Senate's latest infrastructure bill may have put a damper on Bitcoin's latest bullish rally. We'll see what that is. So the first couple of articles or paragraphs are going into the price action over the weekend, what it's done, looking at it, and then here they're going to the actual meat and potato of the bill. So the U.S. infrastructure bill and crypto, the fireworks have since dimmed. However, as the industry took stock of details around a specific clause in a new $550 billion infrastructure bill in the U.S., the price of Bitcoin has since slipped below the key 40,000 level. At the time of going to press is around 39,600, which is kind kind of right where it's at right now. Though the bill has yet to pass, as it stands, the bill would create a massive tax burden for the entire American crypto industry. With the language that's in there right now, yes, that's kind of to be determined. As Jake Chervinsky, a lawyer specializing in crypto, put it, this is not a drill. So the bill seeks to generate $28 billion for taxing the crypto nueve rich, but the definition of who or how these funds would be taxed is alarmingly general. In some, it would demand miners, decentralized finance protocols, and of course, much larger entities like Coinbase to file customer forms with the IRS. For many projects, this task is literally impossible, said Chervinsky. In a tweet, this is part of his tweet, as those who understand crypto already know, users are pseudonymous and access is permissionless. It's literally impossible for non-custodial actors like miners to get the information they need to do Form 1099s. In practice, this could mean a de facto ban on mining in the U.S., and that is correct. The language is kind of broad right now. And further in the article, they do talk about how it's been altered a little bit, which might make it a little bit better. But right now, just the way that the bill is written is basically covering everything that's in the crypto space right now. Anybody that's transacting, anybody that's sending, accepting, it's just a mess right now. They have to get it, the language far more defined for what is actually possible to do on the network. I think having the brokerages keep track of all this is fine because the stock market brokerages are doing this right now. So they're going to be okay with that, I think. I'm fine with that. That's not a big deal. That would actually make it easier for us to be able to do our taxes without having to do spreadsheets and everything else. It's just a mess right now. So here it goes. The definition has since undergone a minor update according to a report by CoinDesk. Instead of calling an entity in contact with crypto a broker, the bill now indicates that any person who, for consideration, is responsible for regularly providing any service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person. So providing a service. So Coinbase obviously would fall under that. Webull, the other guys, Robinhood, would fall under that. So they would actually have to keep track of at what price you bought the cryptocurrency, at what price you sold it, did you have any profits, did you have any losses, kind of like the way the brokerages work right now. So completely fine with that. That's not a big deal. The amendment is far from conclusive and fails to soothe many concerns generated from the bill's broader intentions, forcing cryptocurrency operators to gather tax details on all of its clients and users. Coinbase already does this. If you sign up for Coinbase, you have to provide, they basically have KYC, know your customers, already implemented. A lot of the other exchanges also do this, so this isn't a big issue. The big issue obviously is the language in there. It has to be specific to the brokers, people transacting money, transacting on behalf of somebody else. So brokerages, I think DeFi should be left out of this because DeFi is peer-to-peer. So that shouldn't be touched. Same thing with miners. Miners are just processing transactions. They have no idea where that's coming from. They have, it could be coming from somebody halfway around the world that the transaction is being processed for them. So this is no way for them to do that. So I think as long as they clear up the language, this won't be as bad as many people are thinking it is. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, or your opinion, what you think about this bill is. Right now in the form, I just don't think it's a good idea. They have to make it a lot better, more clearly defined for the industry. And then lastly, Bank of America outlines 4 potential benefits of El Salvador's Bitcoin strategy. More than 70% of adult population of El Salvador does not have a bank account, reads the latest global research report from Bank of America. For that reason, democratizing access to electronic payments through Bitcoin has a progressive touch. In a report published last week, analysts at the bank said El Salvador's decision to recognize BTC as legal tender could streamline remittances, promote financial digitization, provide consumers with greater choice, and open up the country to American firms and digital currency miners. El Salvador's president did say that they're working on the geothermal part of it to allow more miners to come in, where they can basically do it, for pennies on on electricity. The bank noted that remittances account for a staggering 24% of El Salvador's gross domestic product, but a sizable chunk of that goes towards transaction fees. And that's always the case. I mean, you have somebody that sends in $100 from America down to El Salvador, they could lose $20 of that just in fees and regulatory taxes, things like that. So it would solve a lot. Using Bitcoin for remittances could potentially reduce transaction costs compared to traditional remittance channel. Like I said, you send it right now through a wire transfer, or you go to Western Union or something like that. They're going to take a chunk of it. Somewhere up to 20% of it could be gone by the time it reaches the person that's getting it. The idea is that the Bitcoin could be used as an intermediary for the cross-border transfer. So the dollars are converted to Bitcoin by the sender and then converted back to dollars domestically by the receiver. Same way right now it works just like that. If I have Bitcoins, I want to send them to somebody else. I send them Bitcoins, they put it on their exchange, they sell it. You might pay a small fee to the brokerage a little bit, but still nowhere near to the 20% that you would be losing going through the regular remittances through Western Union or somebody else. Let's see here. The decision to integrate BTC into the country's financial system has been met with criticism by the International Monetary Fund and the United Nations. We heard it all along from the beginning that they weren't too fond of it. Obviously, they are losing control of their fiat system. JP Morgan Chase believes El Salvador's Bitcoin gambit could place additional pressure on the network's already limited ability to serve as a medium of exchange. Obviously, Bitcoin has a little bit of issue with transaction speed. This could be kind of solved by going through the Lightning Network a little bit. So we'll have to see how they implement this. But right now, I mean, that is a little bit of truth to that. Survey data shows half of Salvadorians are skeptical about using BTC as legal tender. With any kind of new thing that's coming up, you're going to have some people that are not going to be too happy with it. It's a change. Change can be scary, obviously, especially when you're dealing with money. People are very protective of their money, so I think this is to be expected. We'll have to see how the rollout goes, if people actually find it beneficial or not. Since El Salvador recognized Bitcoin as a legal tender, several other Latin American nations have hinted at pursuing a cryptocurrency strategy of their own. However, until now, no other country has followed in El Salvador's footsteps. That is also true, so we'll have to see what happens there. That is all I got for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I think right now, if we look at Bitcoin price going on, I think we could be in a little slump. Wouldn't be surprised that if we go down a little bit higher, but a little bit lower, but we might go up higher as well. It all depends on if we get any clarification in the language. I think we might go up higher, but right now it's just a little bit of an unknown with the infrastructure bill. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's all I got. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.